So the die roll is coming
Okay, so
up here. And Emidio wins it, so it is gonna be a huge deal here. He's playing the Thunder, and is not very easily stopped by Entrops unless he bricks like Fabio did.
okay, so Thunder Dragon.
Getting excited about this. So
Let's see if Marco has some responses with hand traps. Some interruptions maybe.
yeah, as we said multiple times, Marco is playing a few.
Alright, so he's gonna activate a danger. Alright, he discard the Nessie and he's gonna come.
Yeah, by the way, I got too excited, but
Mothman.
Marco is playing Salamangreat, so it is actually Salaman against the Thunder. But yeah, we of course
So
saw it
hyped.
last round. And he does play a few Entrops, so it will be interesting to see here what happens. So dangerous madness going on. He really needs to pick up some good cards. As we were saying before, Emidio is surprisingly not playing the Jesse Cotton version.
Yeah,
So
he's playing a different one. With other different choices, and he was able to win the other matches. So it's looking good right now. He's sitting in a good position, and it seems that Marco doesn't have any response to Emidio's combo. There is now going with the Batteryman.
The Batteryman comes down. Unfortunately, the Dragonok is a very big deal here because he's only playing the one copy.
Yeah.
But I think I saw Levian here in Emidio end, which would be huge.
Alright, so
Is it actually 11 here? Let's see. I'm pretty sure there is 11 here, yeah, which would be very good here. You can get a lot of advantage with the Roar, get rid of a card, so let's see. He doesn't have 3 Darks at the moment, so he will not be using it. He could use the Hawk shuffling effect,
yeah.
which doesn't come up often, but it's quite relevant. Also, chain blocking the Ash or other entrants.
He has quite a few resources to deal with, and is actually declaring the chain links.
Yes,
so
declaring the chain links, it makes sense to use Roar and then Hawk, but let's see. Maybe... Okay. Yeah, just want to make sure that the chain links, as you can see, are correct. He will actually special summon the Dark first. He doesn't want to draw that with the Hawk, and then we are probably going to see a Saruya coming down. Unfortunately, he cannot get the special of the token because his field is completely full. Okay, so the entire hand is shuffled back.
Oh wow.
Brave move by Emidio, who is looking for any baby dragon really, so Wyver Buster or Collapse Serpent. He's also playing the defrag, so...
Yeah.
And he
he
picks
drew.
up, wow. So he gets the Wyver Buster. This is looking very bad now for Marco.
Yeah, his braveness paid off also against Matteo, as we saw previously with the Denko Seka,
Absolutely.
and now he's gonna combo off again with Saryuja.
Yes, he doesn't even use the Dark as he doesn't need to chain block the Saruya from Ash. And
Okay.
Phantasma is coming down, sure. He's really looking for an Entrap here. He gets Foxy and Roar, so and
Impermanence.
But Impermanence is now useless
because it's locked.
because Phantasma is there.
Alright, so Emilio.
Emilio has everything here.
Yeah.
He can go for the usual board we have seen with the Guard Dragons. He also picks up Sekka here. So the nail on the coffin for Marco. And we might see the curse being ripped off Thunder Dragons. They recently won a YCS and now they might win a Nationals. So let's see.
Things are gonna be quite interesting for Emidio by the moment that... Oh, okay, he also has the Armageddon Knight. Special summon for Saryuja's effect.
Yes, he's playing the Diabolos by doing so, which is nice addition. He doesn't need to search it with LP. And this means that he will basically get rid of 2 cards from Marco end, and on top of that make Colossus plus the old board of negations. I don't think he's playing in number 68, which is quite a surprise,
not.
honestly. That is one of the best cards against Salamangreat, and I'm very surprised that he is not playing number 68 in the main or in the side deck.
Things are gonna get complicated for Marco at this point, because Emidio can just proceed with his combo, and the impermanence in Marco's end is completely useful.
Absolutely. When do you think Marco just picks up his cards here? Do you think the time is relevant in this matchup?
Yeah, but I mean, Marco is in the final. He has previously already been in one final. Maybe he wants to see the card that he draws before giving up.
You can see the kind of meme expression from Marco when he saw the Phantasmi getting banished, saying, "Okay, you really do have everything." So.
Yeah, I mean, Marco has time. Still has some time to considering the fact to shuffling his cards back to the deck going to game 2, but he wants to see how things develop in this game. By the moment that Emidio still haven't finished comboing, so he's gonna banishing the Levian here for the Eclipse Wyvern effect. And now let's see, he's gonna special summon, yes, of course, the Hot Red Dragon.
Absolutely.
Okay,
So
now also the second slide has been dropped. So Emidio has probably one of the best cards you could ever ask for. And let's see now what he decides to do.
not much of a surprise here, as we have seen multiple times this weekend. Thunder Dragon along with Pendulum are by far the most explosive combo decks in the format. They can put up to number of negation that really exceeds the number of cards you can even play in the game. So
okay, so he's gonna go for another Taryuja, drawing 4 fresh cards, and he will shuffle back other 3 in his hands back to the deck.
yeah, just playing.
Yeah, Marco is really looking like he really wants to do something, but he cannot in this moment.
And also I'm still wondering if he knows about the Scarlight. We saw Emidio winning one of his matches in the top cut with Scarlight on time. So I'm really wondering why he is not picking up his cards here. There is no way he will be able to come back, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, still dancing like he wants to make something.
Yeah.
Instead of just seeing his opponent.
It's very peculiar. Also because he's not siding into the Parro. So it's not like he has a way to win in time. So
yeah, I think Marco really wants to see what he's gonna pick for turn from his deck. Now he takes the Thunder Dragon. Nothing that Marco can do at the moment, so
yeah, he's just gonna have to wait and see. I don't want to be mean to him, but can we just take a brief look at the side decks? What do you think in this matchup Marco wants to do once we get to game 2 and 3?
So once we get to game 2, I think Marco, I mean, I don't know if he will be able to come back by the moment that we have 2 Colossus, so it's gonna be a huge deal. But by the moment that he's gonna go first, I assume in game 2, just in case he loses game 1, I think, I mean, Lancia is an okay card against Thunder Dragon, but not that relevant. And on the other side, Imperial Order doesn't do anything, as well as the Unending Nightmare. And we have Gameciel, but he's good only going second. So there's not really that much that he can do at the moment.
Absolutely, and I think it is also interesting to note if Marco did get some of his friends to watch the future match we had with Emidio, because I think that's very good information, because he also played against Salamangreat on stream, and he picked second
Yeah.
after siding, which we have seen with the Denko Sekka blowout.
Yeah.
So he might have full information, knowing that his opponent plays Denko, and knowing that his opponent might let him go first.
Yeah, and he also picked the Blind Gazelle from Marco's end. No, they're just reading the Levianeer. No, they're
Yes.
just reading the Levianeer. Yeah, but nothing happens, so everything is
Yes,
fine.
Nothing really important here. I'm very surprised once again. I don't want to repeat myself, but number 68 is
Yeah.
such a powerful
Yeah.
card. For people at home watching, it is rank 8. You can detach one material. It cannot be destroyed by card effects until your next standby, and no monster can be summoned from the graveyard,
Which
which
is huge.
basically shuts down Salamangreat. And Jesse Cotton was siding it. Every Thunder player we've seen was either maining it or siding it. And
okay, okay.
yes, so now finally Marco picks up his cards.
Yeah.
There was nothing he could do really, so we're gonna see a game 2 when he most likely is gonna begin.
Yeah, as I was telling you, Marco just wanted to see what he draws for turn before giving up. I mean, it's totally understandable, but what you actually hoping for? I mean, by the moment that you see your opponent started with double Colossus and number 38,
It's,
I
really
mean,
nothing you
he
can
could
do
have
at that
scooped
point.
before, saving just a little bit of time.
Yeah, I'm very surprised why he didn't scoop there, because like if he was maining some crazy stuff like super polymerization, then I would
Yeah.
understand it. But if number 68 is very surprising for Emidio, it is also surprising that Marco is playing Salamangreat in an event dominated by Salamangreat, 26 in top 64, but he is not playing super poly, not even in the side deck.
Yeah.
And that's the key card for the mirror match. He didn't feel like he needed, he probably didn't feel like he wanted to waste the side deck space, the extra deck space rather, and very surprising though.
Yeah, in my opinion, as we said, and as we have seen also previously in our future matches, Super Poly has been one of the outstanding cards of the weekend so far. And it's actually interesting that Marco is not playing it and is actually in the final. Yeah, he has just lost game 1, but maybe there will be other 2 games more to see. He could have scooped just to save some time. Now he's just thinking about his siding options, and as we said before, for sure he's gonna side in the 3 Lancia, and
Yeah,
maybe
and now I think, as you were saying, Emidio is probably positioned very well.
yeah.
Because he has Denko, he has Twin Twister, he has Pancratops,
Yeah.
so he has a lot of cards that are able to shut down his opponent's
Yeah.
field.
I will not be surprised if Marco decides to go second here, by the moment that his side deck is really based on like Gameciels, Pancratops,
Yeah.
Lancia. I mean,
And
It's-
Ghost Ogre as well.
And Ghost
Ghost
Ogre.
Ogre and Droll Lock are
Yeah.
cards that we have not seen this weekend being very popular, but Marco is probably aware of the very bad matchup against Thunder Dragon, and that's why he has Anthrops that are pretty much only good in this matchup.
exactly.
So as you are saying, I wouldn't be surprised if he just picks second here. Let's see.
So let's see what Eve decides to do.
Handshake, and we are getting to game 2. So I see a Sekka from Emidio, which means he did not bring in the Twin Twisters, and it seems like Marco
Okay,
is
he's
going
going
first. We see a Buffalo, a Signet Mining, an Ash Blossom, so a pretty good end here. Buffalo, a card, as we've seen this weekend, the players favored instead of Pot of Desires. I feel like the players that went as far as possible with Salamangreat were all using Buffalo.
Yeah, I think it's the most safest choice, as we have seen previously before, also in the top 64 cut, where the undefeated player lost against Fabio Minicozzi the first game because of the desire banishing the
And
Jaguar,
now
the
he
roar,
gets
and
to
everything
use.
else.
Oh, and he picks up the draw. So
Okay.
drawn and lock is gonna be huge, but he discards it. Does he have chew?
He discarded it. Okay, so he maybe has another copy.
I would say he has a second
Yeah.
copy, which is the only reason
Definitely.
why you would discard it here.
Here comes the Sanctuary. Another Bailings.
I think he has Ash, Ogre, and Roll.
Oh, really?
He's just the 3-man here. Let's see.
Okay, so he has Ash for sure, and
I'm pretty sure I saw an Ogre as well, but let's just keep watching. He still has the Spinny, so he's able to go for the Dweller here. By sending the Jaguar here, he's definitely suggesting that he's going to be opening with Abyss Dweller. And he gets the Falco here, I'm pretty sure, so very, very good opening here. With so many hand chops, it's very unlikely that Emidio will be able to do much.
yeah, this is gonna be quite tough for Emidio. And now we are seeing Marco in action. Yeah, he has Ogre. I saw Ogre.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna...
Yeah, Sunlight Wolf just
Yeah.
gonna come down, as we are saying, Abyss Dweller as well, which is not as good as against Orcus, but still pretty good here.
Yeah, I think Marco cannot complain. Yeah, he has Dronelock, Ash Blossom, and Ghost Ogre.
Yeah.
So everything he
It's,
needed.
3 hand chops, 2 of which are
Yeah.
specifically sided for this matchup, so
And the Abyss Dweller as well.
probably as good as it gets. So, okay, we get a Dark here.
And I think Marco is gonna activate...
Yeah, we are gonna have to see if he does the
Maybe a
same.
bit,
I'm very curious to see this here, because he might just think that his opponent has a Gamma.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have the Roar now, so I'm very curious to see if he will just use it. He's thinking about it,
Maybe...
and he does use
yeah.
it. So playing around the Kaijus again. Ash is gonna stop the Sekka, and let's see. So Lancia is not there, so
Okay, so
danger party once more. So the dangers can be sniped. Let's see. Oh,
Oh,
it gets
and he
sniped.
did.
So he had two
Another one.
copies, so seems like Marco is in such a good spot at the moment. Oh my God! He sniped a second one.
Oh, the third
and
one.
a third. Oh wow! What is this? It's catch the bunny time. So.
No way.
Oh my God!
No way.
3 out of 3.
No way, guys.
Unbelievable here. Oh my God! I'm speechless at this moment. Wow.
I have no idea what is the percentage, but I'm shocked. I mean, it could have been another game, but I mean, so everything is looking good right now for Marco.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be over very fast.
He didn't even use draw. Why would you even use draw a lock?
Yeah, I'm speechless still. Sorry guys, I need a moment to recover from this. I didn't expect anything similar to this. Drawing 3 of the same danger is so unfortunate, and wow, he gets sniped out of all of them.
And I think Marco now is gonna win the game, and let's see if Emidio decides to scoop. So
Yeah, it seems
like gonna be
this
enough.
game is gonna be over very, very soon.
yeah, if he special
and
summon the Spinny, yeah, it's enough. So the game
yes,
3.
game 3. Wow, 1-1. We're gonna see a last game here for Italian nationals. One more duel after 2 days of action. Wow.
Wow,
So
that is huge.
again, we're just gonna have to see what happens. And here it is where it all comes down. Do you think Emidio is gonna go second as he did previously?
Yeah, I mean, he took the challenge against the Salaman Great before. Why would you not even do it now? I mean, it's totally understandable that he's in the final, so he's under pressure. He has a lot of he has a lot of thoughts to think about in this moment, and I think the safest choice sincerely, would be to go second. I mean, by the moment that he started previously against Matteo, second, I think he will go second also this time. So also
Yeah, it
because
makes
of his
sense that
side
he
deck.
would do it again. So
Yeah. And maybe a Denko Secca will be seen also this time. Who knows?
you can see Marco considering to side out some of his engine cars. This would be very bad for him if he is gonna go first.
Yeah,
And
maybe
you can
Marco doesn't know that Emidio has let
I mean, I think it
Matteo
makes
start.
sense because, like, if Marco is gonna side in Pancratops, Gamechel, and like all of that stuff, and he's going first, it could definitely come back to her team. So let's see.
Yeah, in the previous future match, Emidio was able just in one turn to special summon, like the Borreload and the Boros Ward as well, and winning in that turn thanks to Denko Secca against the Salaman Great. So let's see what he will decide to do. I mean, it's totally understandable that both players are under pressure, but
Yes.
I think Emidio will follow.
I mean, it sounds
lineup.
like he has to follow what he did.
Yeah.
So if he went second before, I don't see any reason why he wouldn't go second again. The only thing would be if your opponent expected and then he's siding accordingly and maybe a Sanctum, but we know all of these things are not for Marco, so I am expecting Emidio to go second again.
Okay, so
So let's see if we are gonna have a quick game 3 as well.
players are shuffling their cards up.
Last year we had a very long final ending
Yeah.
in the win for Collins over Federico Mecozzi.
Yeah, Trickstar mirror match, which was really interesting.
Yes, Federico unfortunately lost in the finals, which he did again against Dinka. Losing
in a really bad way, unfortunately. Yeah, against Prank Kids.
Yeah, Prank Kids won the event, which was such a surprise, but no further talking. Let's take a look at these hands.
And as we can understand, for Emidio's body language is going second, guys. So here comes Marco. He's activating Foxy. He maybe really needs something here. Let's see. Okay.
Okay, he picks up a roar, but that's not as good as game 1 where he picked up the Gazelle.
All right. So let's.
I think I saw Danko again.
Are you,
I'm
are you
pretty
kidding?
sure. I'm pretty sure. No, I'm not.
Okay, so he has the silent mining.
Okay, silent mining makes this hand a lot better. And the roar is now not as bad, so he can definitely go for the combo and sets up the roar. So let's see. So
Here comes the Billings.
wow.
If he has
It is gonna
Denko,
be one of the
it's
few
gonna be
duelists.
huge.
Yes, Danko is gonna be huge. Can we see what Emidio did again? He's just waiting. You can see his posture. He doesn't even hold his cards.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah,
He
sure,
doesn't
do
even-
whatever you want
yeah, it's
to
like
me.
he doesn't care.
Do whatever you want. I'm just gonna Denko and not TK you. So maybe we will see that again. Let's just wait for it. And
Yeah, he's not playing any end traps, but 2 copies of Phantasma in his main deck. So Emidio is just watching, and if he has the Denko Seika, he will be completely blow out.
okay, so now
This is gonna be quite interesting. Marco has quite a few resources here to build a really good opening, but will it be enough? Let's see.
Perico hand though is always just like the last game, very impressive. Even though he was caught off guard, he still has entrops.
Yeah, he
He's
has an
in
Ash
a
Blossom
quite
in
a
his
good
hand.
spot at the moment.
Okay, another copy.
Yeah, he's just gonna skip the wolf for the jaguar. And this is pretty much what we have seen during the weekend.
Yeah.
So let's see if the Denko is there. I
Yes,
see a
Droll
lot of
Ogre.
Ash. Oh my.
Astro Ogre Ash.
Oh my god, he has Droll Ogre and Ash again.
This is huge. So if Emidio has Denko, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
it
I mean,
still
she-
shouldn't matter because the end for Marco is incredible. He had everything he needed to combo off the roar and still 3 hand chops on top of it. Oh my. This is gonna be very, very tough
we
for
have to
Emidio.
say that with that Foxy, Marco really needed a Salaman Great card to discard for Sun and Mining, and he picked the Roar. So
Yes, so Danko and Pankra are there once more, but it is not nearly as similar to the previous future match from Emidio.
will he hit the Jackalope again?
Oh my, the 4th Jackalope in a row? Is it really? No, it is not.
Okay.
Okay, so this time he gets to resolve the Jackalope and Drone and Loki is gonna come down, so...
This is gonna be pretty strong, guys. Although Denko Seka is here, Marco still has the Ash Blossom and the Ghost Ogre.
Yeah, this is looking very tough for him. Wow.
So let's see what Emidio can do.
At the same time, I feel like Emidio choice wasn't really wrong because Marco had that many hand chops, so...
Yeah, he has a lot. And in that situation, Denko doesn't really do that much. As in the previous future match, as we have seen, Marco is really...
Yeah,
I mean,
Marco...
it's totally understandable.
I mean, yeah, they are both feeling quite nervous at the moment, but there are not multiple plays that you can do here. If you're Emidio, depending what you have in your hand, you really gotta pray that your opponent doesn't have an hand chop here.
It doesn't look good for Emidio in
And,
this situation.
I can't quite see his hand, but
Yeah, he's shaking his head. Let's see what he can do. He's gonna entering the battle phase maybe, or he's
yeah,
gonna...
and entering the battle phase
Yeah.
is a very bad sign of him not having any more responses. He can just banish the Bailings if he feels like it. So let's see what Marco decides to do. And he let this die, so he will protect the Jaguar here. He doesn't. So he can keep his negation for the Pancratops. That way, even if Danko leaves the field, the roar is there. Are we gonna see a pass here from Emidio?
Yeah.
He does. Oh my. So Marco
So-
gets another turn. Now he's completely ahead and just able to do whatever he wants. By having the Bailings in his graveyard, he
Yeah.
can protect any of his Salaman Great from
Yeah,
Pancratops.
this is gonna be huge. Okay, and we see the Fusion of Fire. Guys, maybe Marco has the game.
Marco
turn,
is
in his hands.
looking very comfortable here. He sends Fusion of Fire. He's looking like he could become a 2-time champion very soon here.
Alright, so he has the Spinny, he has the Jaguar, he has the Fusion of Fire.
Yeah, that's pretty much all he can do. He's not really gonna be able to use Fusion of Fire on his opponent monsters, but he can get it back right away here. So Emidio is gonna take a quick read.
He's maybe answering something just to be sure. Marco takes back the Fusion of Fire from the graveyard.
Yes, just gonna combo off again. He gets to someone, either another Stalio if he wants to, because they are playing 2 copies of it, which is something that is quite popular this weekend.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of people playing too, and I think it has become the must have.
Yeah,
in your
especially
extra
since
deck.
Marco is not playing Super Poly. He has 1 more slot, so it makes sense that he is playing them. Just gonna wait and see if Emidio has any entropy, but he is not. He does not side any in this matchup,
Yeah.
so...
And then just remember, guys, that Marco also has for Emidio's turn Ash Blossom and Ghost Ogre as well.
Yes, the nail in the coffin would be those. He just need to find enough damage here to win this turn.
Let's see if he
Usually,
will
as
be
we
able
saw
to
in the
do
last
so.
round, when you want to do that, you try to go for a hit Leo, summon an hit Leo on top, so that you can use the second effect, which is probably what we're gonna see here. And then the Fusion of Fire allows you to double the attack of the Violet Chimera. So
He's gonna use Stalio's effect to bounce the Pancratops, so he's gonna force Emidio to activate it.
but he does have a Phantasme, so
Phantasme,
still
and he
trying
has
to be alive,
Ash.
but Ash completely shuts it down.
That's
Not
huge.
even gonna try to stay here.
That is huge, and Emidio, there's nothing that you can do,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
he can just chain the Pancratops here, but it is not gonna be that big of a deal. I think, let's see.
Yeah, I mean, he could chain the Pancratops, but Marco has the Bellings in his graveyard.
He does. He's gonna destroy the Roar, just hoping that there is a window of opportunity for another turn.
Marco really looking good in this spot.
Absolutely. He's just gonna summon the second hit Leo. This makes him able to reduce the attack of Denko to 0. And he can't set the Roar,
Yeah.
of course, because Denko is there. Yes, so Denko is gonna be turned to 0 thanks to the Drolling Graveyard. Just needs to summon the Violet Chimera, and this is gonna be game. You can feel the tension. You can cut it with a knife at the moment, really.
Here comes the Jaguar, and
the Jaguar is summoned back. Everyone is just waiting for this final attack. The crowd is gathered all around these guys, ready to cheer them up. So
Marco is just considering his last options before going into the Violet Chimera, and is arriving.
yes, the Violet Chimera comes down. It is gonna have more than 8,000 life points, attacking over the Denko. Is this over?
And it's done.
And Jake, Marco is the new Italian champion for 2019. Congratulations to him once again.
Well done,
What a great
Marco.
match. Unbelievable performance. He is now a 2-time champion. So, yes, give it up for him.